we were talking about some negative aspects associated with the Svadhisthana chakra, sacral chakra. Some of them include violence and cruelty. Unfortunately, these are found everywhere in nature, in humans as well as in animals. Their roots lie in the natural desire for self-preservation, in the instinctive desire to survive. Life is never totally free of violence. For example, when we drink a glass of water, we destroy tiny microscopic beings. Even when we cut flowers, we also do harm, because plants are also living things. In the ancient scriptures, it is said that we should only take such nourishment as is given freely by nature from the various grains, seeds, and ripe fruits. But nowadays, if we waited for the fruit to fall naturally from the tree, we would die of starvation. Therefore, unfortunately, we are unable to completely follow this rule, but should avoid any bad intention in thought, word, or deed in the taking of our food. Our vanity and our hedonism should not be the cause for the suffering or violent death of another living being. We possess the gift of empathy. We are able to understand what causes suffering to others. Therefore, we can also learn to avoid violence and cruelty. Our endeavors should be directed towards never depriving anyone of anything, never willfully destroying anything, or intentionally or thoughtlessly causing pain to anyone. By overcoming the cruelty within ourselves, our capacity for love and collective responsibility increases. Renunciation of cruelty subsequently leads to selfless service becoming a reality. And oh my goodness, that was the most Canadian thing. The most perfect goose V just flew past. I wish they flew in a way that I could have shown you, but nonetheless, I could share my joy for it with you. It made me happy to see that. In German, the word for passion is Leidenschaft, translated literally as suffering created, which means we ourselves create that from which we suffer. The causes of this are material and physical desires, known as bhoga vasana. Finally I understand what the root of the Sanskrit word bhogi means. It is said that in spiritual life, we go on a journey from bhogi to yogi. Yogi, of course, means a spiritual aspirant. But bhoga, referring to the physical, now that makes sense. I see the etymology in other words. So a bhogi is a materialist. Oh, that's fun. Anyway, these kinds of material desires blaze like red-hot flames within us, and we try everything possible, and frequently exactly the wrong thing, to extinguish the tortuous sources of this fire. Passion can completely blind or corrupt us, but in a positive sense, passion is also part of life. As part of the reproductive instinct, it serves to preserve and protect partnerships and possessions. As enthusiasm, it is an expression of the zest for life. I love that word. Vitality and creative energy. Outstanding and ingenious works originate from this passionate love for life. But in its egoistic and unscrupulous expression, that's a great word too, it has exactly the opposite effect and works destructively instead of creatively and protectively. And for those who are wondering, it's bhogi, B-H-O-G-I. Passion is widespread within our society as fanaticism and addictive behavior. Addiction in any shape is destructive, and it has many faces. It is encountered as excessive eating or drinking, as a dependency upon nicotine, alcohol, or other drugs, and also as a craving for more money, possessions, sensory pleasures, power, or fame. Fanaticism also occurs within many areas of life as racism, nationalism, and in cultural matters, in religion, or in politics. The positive expression of passion is the commitment to work which serves all living beings. For example, in conservation, charitable or humanitarian activities, as well as in the arts, research, education, sport, etc. In this way, passion becomes an active, structured force and a strong motivating power in our spiritual development. In its positive expression, passion reveals itself as idealism, enthusiasm, and a strong will, and as such is very important for the whole of mankind, as well as for people such as scientists, researchers, volunteers, saints, etc. We'll just read one more aspect of the Svadhisthana Chakra. In its positive aspect, pride is the feeling of self-worth and an expression of success. We feel an elated sense of satisfaction about our achievements, and this spurs us onto greater endeavors. However, pride can be unhealthy when it is not accompanied by generosity and gratitude, and instead leads to egocentricity, self-importance, arrogance, and vanity. We should include others in our success and embrace them joyfully, rather than be suppressing them or placing little value on them. Pride should not be blind. We should take particular care that we never hurt others. Positively, pride is always accompanied by humility that protects us from arrogance. All right. Thank you for listening. Let us pause our reading of The Hidden Power in Humans there for now.